I didn't know what to think. And I looked over to mechanic beside me and I said, "Did you see that?" And he said, "What did you see?" And I said, "What did you see?" And he described it exactly the way I saw it. A Jeep sitting up there with the pole off, brand new reflectors on it and yellow, but the Jeep wasn't there. And is in this same area is about probably number 8 break-in coming in by, where all the things had happened, you know. And that was one incident in Tolliver. And then
describe what these Jeeps are. I'd say people are picturing like a Jeep Wrangler.
No, what it is, if anybody's ever watched a mining show, has seen portal buses that haul crew entire crew, and they're covered over top, except for the area where the operator is in the middle. Well, a Jeep is open. There's no cover over it, and it's just made mainly for maintenance and bosses to run. And this Jeep can haul up to about 7 people. Okay. And it's an open air ride. Okay. And you have to really watch the top. If you go into low top, you could hit your head, but that's what we call a Jeep. And it runs off of the trolley wire, which is 300 volts DC.
So it's all electric.
All electric. Yeah. We had one other Tyler Remains incident I'll refer to that didn't involve me, but we had a fire boss working on a Sunday up in 50s all by himself, didn't have a dispatch. We had no one else in that area, and I've done the same thing. I've gone up there and go into mines and fire boss and mines, check everything out, and not another soul up in that area, which I thought was, well, I didn't know if it was legal or not, but anyway, we did it, okay? And this young man was a regular, that was his regular job, was called a fire boss. And he went up in this area, Tyler Remains, and it was in about 30 breaks then, 30 entries up through there, okay? And he got ready to come off, and he started off, and he saw a man walking up around probably number 8 or 10 break. And the man didn't have a cap light. He just had what's called a flame safety lamp that we used back in those days to check for gas and things like that. And he had it, and it was lit. You could see a flame on it. He said this boy did, or man did. And he saw that guy walking, and he went up there and flagging his light and hollering at him. And the guy turned and went through the cross break. And he headed over in the cross break, and the young man got up there to him, hollering at him. And when he looked in the cross break, there was a solid stop and didn't have any man doors or anything in it. And there were footprints in the rock dust. It went right over to it and stopped. Yeah. And it went right over to it and stopped. And the only way the man could have got back out was if he stepped in the same footprints coming out. And the boy told that story, and that gentleman, whoever it was, just disappeared, he said. Now, this is his story, okay? He got outside. He didn't finish firebossing the mines, and he quit, turned his papers in right then.
So he legitimately quit?
He legitimately quit. He said, I'm not going back in that coal mine, especially not by myself. So he quit, turned his stuff in and quit.